I'm Doug Thompson of BDS Productions, and we're doing the series called We Are Branson and We Miss You. And we're visiting today with a friend of mine, Kim Rohde. Kim, how are you?
I'm great. Thank you for asking.
And of course, you're in Branson because you own the Branson Globe, the newspaper in Branson.
I do.
So tell me, how's this affecting you?
Well, you know, it's kind of interesting. I hadn't left my house for a week, and I decided to go down to the office yesterday, and my whole staff showed up, just, you know, because we felt like we needed to meet. And we weren't breaking any rules, but strategizing on how are we going to keep this going and how our new website is working, which, by the way, is www.bransonglobe.com. And it's been up and active for about 3.5 weeks. And to be honest with you, we have not lost many advertisers in the sense of just our classifieds, and you know, a lot of our service type businesses have remained with us. And you know, we're going to pay you because there's value in this website, but we sure miss the paper, and they love the hard copy of the paper that we distribute 3 times a week. And so we tested it a little bit, how it was going to go, and published one Friday and did the rest on digital. And we went out to pick up papers, and out of the, you know, we cut it down to 2,700 papers, and we ended up picking up almost 2,000. So we decided this is not worth, you know, the printing costs and stuff, and we just got to push our website and take care of our clients.
Okay.
As much as we can.
So let me go through a little of that with you, Kim. You own the Branson Globe, and you've been the owner of that now, how long?
September 1st.
September 1st.
Yeah. 2019.
You've had a lot on your plate since that time when you became the owner of it. And as the owner of it, you're responsible, of course, for putting it out. This time of year, normally you would be putting out about 5,700 copies of a daily newspaper. So about 36,500 or so in a week's time. And I know that, well, we talked before we went on the air here, and you were telling me that we put out 2,700 recently, and we picked up about 2,000 or so of those back. And so it,
of the stay at home.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah. Yep, I understand it. And so, you know, we all understand about this and with this segment of We Are Branson and We Miss You. And we were talking, of course, to a number of the entertainers because they're missing the fans coming in, and the fans are missing them, but also the performers are missing their fans. And so that's part of the series. But now, as we well know, there's a whole group of other people who are affected by it. Restaurant owners, people who are working in the restaurants, the fast food, and now we talked yesterday to Scott Earls of the Vacation Channel, and now with you, Kim, with the Branson Globe. And now we begin to see how some of that affects everybody across the board. And Branson this time of year would normally be bumper-to-bumper traffic, and lots of people filling the motels, hotels, campgrounds, and so forth. But now there's nobody around.
There's no one, literally. And it's a ghost town. And right now would be spring break, and it would be going in, you know, the different schools and different counties, and, you know, they do it in stages so that it's spread out over a period of time. There's no one. So that's, how do you replace that?
Yeah, I understand. I understand. Everybody's ready for it to come back. And of course, it can always be worse because there's been some families that have been affected and lost loved ones. How's your family doing, Kim?
They're wonderful. They're all healthy, and everyone, I do not know anyone that's been ill yet.
Good, good. Well, that's good. Mm-hmm. And so what you did here, you adjusted by not printing a newspaper, but by putting it out online.
Correct.
And are you able to sell subscriptions to that online? If somebody outside the area said we want to become a subscriber to the paper, and we'll get the online version for now till the printed one comes out, is that possible?
Well, that's something in the future to be looking at, but the Branson Globe is free. And that's the beauty of it, is it's always free. And that's why the tourists love it, and that's why the locals love it, because you're not paying for a paper. So we're just kind of going to feel this out for a little bit and see how it goes, and maybe eventually add subscriptions. But, you know, when we've always been free,
Yeah.
you know, we're free.
Yeah. Yeah, it's a service that you provided to the community, because theaters, entertainers, attractions, all of those buy ads in the newspaper, which then enables you to be able to distribute 37,000 copies throughout Branson, and right now you can't, because that can't afford to do that without advertising and so forth, and they can't afford to advertise without people coming in the doors. So this is kind of a anybody who's watching this will understand this. Oh my gosh, if I was doing this in Branson, I wouldn't have any money coming in. And you just got to hang in there, Kim. Your staff doing all right?
Yes, they've been so dedicated and working, because we really have no income coming in to pay everyone. And so they're just really, I have 5 staff members, and they're wonderful. My editor, she's, you know, everybody's working, and they're like, we're not going to let this fail. You know, there's no room for failure.
Right.
So where we're trying to find all these different avenues to help people. I encourage all my advertisers to send me things about the progress that they're, or when they're going to open, or what they think, you know, just send me everything. Press releases, which is even, those are just minuscule now, because they're closed.
Right, right. And all of the performers we've talked to so far, they're hunkered down, just like you've said, and they said, boy, we're just waiting for all of this to end, because we're used to performing 2 or 3 times a day and 7 days a week at this time of the year, but we can't. And they understand. They understand that Branson is really a very, very small town until you move the live entertainment district into that setting, and that makes it a very large town. And so right now that's pulled back, and so now it's a small town, kind of like it was when my brother and I raced at 65 Speedway before the strip was ever built. It was just a little small town, beautiful, beautiful town. Loved the people, still do. And but now the entertainers are there, and they are just been fantastic to work with. I know that's what you find, because you work with a lot of them.
They're wonderful.
Yeah, they're just like family, aren't they?
They are. And, you know, it's, when this all happened, I picked up the phone and tried to talk to everyone personally, and the businesses that were going to be affected, you know, like Grand Country. You know, they have 5 shows going on every day. And, you know, I spoke with them, and they're like, we're going to keep our ads in the paper, but we're going to go to the restaurant part of it and run ads for curbside service. Mm-hmm. And so that's how they were, you know, making use of their advertising space to keep their name out there and sending out press releases. Every advertiser, theater, I should say, I ran a half-page or a full-page ad for them about what they were doing, you know. And until this is over, you know, we'll be ready when it's done, whenever that is. But anyway, it's unique because you have to follow the law, and that's what's unique about this. Yeah. You know, so we're all in it. Okay,
I'm looking at the backdrop of where we're shooting this. Are you at your house?
Yes, this is my office, and I was telling Glenda that I had to find a place that was uncluttered because I'm repainting furniture. And in fact, this desk I'm sitting at is my grandfather's that he made for my grandmother, and then my mother had it, and it was just atrocious. And so everything's off-white, and I've got it done, and I'm sitting at it, and I had to kind of throw stuff to the side because I had plastic over everything. But yeah, this is my office.
Well, that's all right. It works. I know you've got another office where your real office is, but you do a lot of work here.
Yeah, the office. So, yeah, we have a really nice office and encourage people to stop by. It's kind of exciting because we're in a shopping center where we didn't have much traffic, and we do need traffic because a lot of our customers like to come in. And so, you know, when this is all over, and the restaurants and the stores, grocery stores, and there's a, what is it that's moving in? I think it's a Pier 1 that's moving into our shopping center.
Okay.
So that's going to be amazing for traffic. And, we're just out there as much as we can without breaking the law.
I hear you.
I get the law, right?
Don't want you to get in trouble.
No. I drove down to Branson yesterday. I'm like, gosh, every patrolman I saw, I'm like, I'm really going to work. I'm an essential business, So.
Well, I doubt they're paying that much attention to you, so they understand you've got things you have to do. Well, Kim, let me share a couple of things with you, and then we'll wrap it up.
Great.
From the time that we got into Branson doing the work that we do with this, the Branson Globe has been fantastic to work with, and of course, that's you. You've been fantastic to work with.
Thank you.
Conversations with the entertainers and the performers, they really, really like the Branson Globe because it is a hometown newspaper, and they're part of the hometown. So when we all do that series of We Are Branson and We Miss You, that everybody's in that same boat. The entertainers are missing the people coming in, and you miss them too, because that's why you make 37,000 copies of a printed newspaper every day that you give away for free every week. And so they're in that same boat, and they really appreciate what you're doing. You hang in there, because for a new owner of a newspaper, boy, you've been hit with a lot here at the beginning, and that will build the character. You can do this, Kim. You can make it, buddy.
I think so, and you've been tremendous and so supportive and coming up with ideas like this. I just, just keep the information coming to me so that I can get it out to all my readers. And, we also, everything that we put on our website goes to our Facebook, and we have another connection also, which is Branson Weather, and there's so many links. So if you want information that's going on in Branson, and when things start happening again, please read our paper, and we will do everything to support you too. I'm excited about this new idea.
Yeah,
we missed you.
Well, appreciate that. And what we're going to be doing, of course, is we'll put the information up on the screen about the website so that they will know where to go. The other part is, what I really want to see happen is all of us who love Branson or are outside the area right now, when they come into Branson and they say, oh, look, here's a free newspaper telling all about what's going on, and they pick it up and they say, I've seen Kim Rohde. I've seen her on television or on the internet or something, or the website, and they'll say, I know how hard she's working for this free newspaper. How awesome. That's what I want them to do.
Well, I hope they think that, and my staff is amazing.
They are.
Without my staff, I have nothing.
Yeah, I'm familiar with that.
Yes, absolutely.
Well, Kim, you take care of yourself, take care of the family. We'll visit again down the road.
Yes, I'm really anxious to see this hit the, what do you call it, hit the airways, or whatever we want to call it.
That'll work. That'll work, Kim. Take care. Yeah, you take care. Bye.
Bye.